Hello. I have a terrible migraine. Genuinely, I'm starting to feel better, but I think my brain might still be a little bit foggy, so if I sound silly, that's why. I'm also in my PJs for the same reason of just not feeling well enough to put actual clothes on. So, right now, what I want to do is I want to do a thrifted fabrics haul, which will then lead into the video that will hopefully be, this will hopefully be what you see today, which is Sunday the 6th. And then tomorrow, Monday the 7th video will be about the super secret project. It's not super secret. I think I've straight up said what it was in other videos before Vlogmas, but hopefully it'll be really fun. So, we're gonna start with the fabric that I don't have a concise plan for quite yet. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this really actually quite cute cotton stripe with a little tiny like flower leaf pattern. For whatever reason, I see like very, I'm not entirely sure if Regency is the right era. Oh my god, I just had it with the yawning! But like Little House on the Prairie, Little Women, which I think Little Women is Regency, but I'm not entirely sure what Little House on the Prairie is. But it's a very nice, it's a very nice cotton. I've done a little, yeah. I haven't done a burn test on this one yet, because I don't really think I need to, because it's cottony enough. I have no specific plan for it at all. It's quite a bit. There's quite a bit here, and I saw it and I just snapped it up because it could wind up being, it's also definitely not my color, but it could wind up being something for somebody else at some point. Then we have this really lovely turquoise. I don't think turquoise is the right color. Anyway, it is a whole bunch of scraps, so I'm not entirely sure that there's enough here for me to truly do anything with it. I might be able to make some sort of modern pencil skirt, maybe, but I've also got really big hips, so we'll see. It was, again, just really cool that I needed to snap it up, because that's how it be at the thrift store. Then I have this, which is just, it's absolutely wild, and I, again, saw it, and I needed it. It's not a whole lot, it's probably, I don't know, I'm gonna say it's probably a yard. And it's so pretty. And again, it has yellow, which is not usually a color I'm okay with, but for whatever reason, the obnoxious pink and purple totally negated the fact that there's yellow in it. So this is really cute. It might wind up being bags rather than clothing, but it's still very, very cute. Oh, that wound up in the wrong pile. We got some nice, decently thick gray, probably synthetic. I would say it's like a cotton synthetic blend. But it's decently nice. It could work very well for like the bottoms of bags, or like making them sturdy without having to use iron in an interface, because I still don't have an iron. Then we have this little bit of wool blend, I believe, because it's super soft. So it might be like a wool and cotton sort of flannel blend. This is a really pretty tartan plaid sort of doodad here. Not a whole lot of it. Not entirely sure what I'd do with it. I might just cut it along this fold here and then sew the ends together and make a scarf-like item. Even though I live in Florida and don't really need scarves. Okay. So now we move on to the like plush minky fabrics. Again, this was more of a, oh wow, they're so soft, I eat them, than an actual like concrete plan. So we've got this pink that is like, and all of these are very obviously like synthetics, and this one's like super plush on both sides, very cuddly. Got a purple one with like dots, the minky dot, I don't remember what this is called. Like I've got a couple of decently sized pieces of that. We've got some just regular pink fleece, and we've got some brown plaid fleece that looks like it was something I personally really like to do, which is take the poly fleece blankets and turn them into fabric. And this kind of looks like somebody was using a poly fleece blanket and then turned it into fabric. Which points for ingenuity, my dude. So in all likelihood, these are probably going to sit around for a while. They might wind up being plush toys for somebody, or maybe pattern weights. I don't know. I feel like using something that's like super, super soft would be a good idea for pattern weights. So then we move on to the fabric that I have purchased recently. And by recently, I mean since the last time that I talked about purchasing fabric from the thrift store, which I think was July? Maybe even before that. Either way, this is all now for the 1920s style capsule wardrobe. If I was born 100 years earlier, if I was born in 1896 rather than 1996, creative research project thing-a-dude that I'm doing, I really hope that it's like getting a decent amount of me. So basically this was an idea I had because I have always really, really liked the 1920s fashions. I've thought that they looked really comfy and really chic, and I don't like how everyone's all like, no one looks good in 1920s fashion. And I also don't like how it's like horribly misinterpreted and like very frequently not actually historically accurate. So I am taking it into my own hands to make myself some historically appropriate 1920s fashion, because I live in St. Augustine and I have a lot of really great architecture. Admittedly, for like late Victorian, Edwardian, and into like the Great Depression, because we have the Villa Zoreda, we have the Leitner Museum, the Casa Monica, we have Flagler College. There's a lot of like really good architecture for just posing purposes, and it's just and I will admit that I don't personally really dig a lot of, like, I don't like the fashion, the Victorian era fashion from when, like, Flagler's heyday. Don't dig it, probably not gonna bother, but I do like Edwardian 19-teens, 1920s. That's, like, I really genuinely really like that fashion quite a bit. So that's that. I was intending to put that intro, that whole bit into another separate video. So now what I think I'm going to try and sew the bra, 1920s bra, for the next video. Maybe. We'll see. Or maybe I will just skip a day on purpose rather than on accident and give myself a break. We'll see. So I found this fabric and I thought it was like a really nice sort of Art Deco-y fabric. I'm looking at the colors of it now and I'm starting to think that it's not going to wind up matching anything I make myself for this. But I might still make a little clamshell clutch bag with it. And then this was what I thought. This is again a very similar fabric to that gray I showed you, but I think this one might be even thicker. I thought they'd be pretty good together, but I also feel like a softer a lighter weight cotton might be a better lining for it, so we'll see when we get there. And then my very favorite fabric source, bed sheets, specifically flat sheets, and specifically flat sheets that don't have a match to them. So we just got a pink cotton blend one. This one did have its tag poking out somewhere, I swear. This one is a Threshold 100% organic cotton. This light cream beige one here. This one, now that's a king size flat sheet, so I've got a good bit of fabric there. Okay, pink one. And this one's a full here. Oh, the tag has been cut out. It doesn't feel like super gross fake, so I'm assuming that it's a halfway decent cotton blend. Then I believe I've actually shown you this brown fabric with little gray, green neps in it before. I don't know how far over the camera it goes, but you can see a little bit of it here with a Christmas wrapping paper pattern stuffed inside of it. That one is for a pinafore style skater skirt dress thing. This one is the leftover of that, pretty much exactly half. And I'm thinking of making a 1920s camisole skirt with this. I'm not entirely sure what style of pleats I'm going to use with it. Or if I'm going to try and not do pleats and make a coat as well. This one, and that's, this one's a wool blend. I don't remember, what my investigations told me it was. This one, it says it's wool, and it is very scratchy, so I kind of believe that it's a 100% wool. It's very scratchy. It's decently drapey and whatnot, but also decently stand-uppy. And it's a beautiful shade of green with sort of beigey whatevers. Did I mention that my brain's not quite on? With beigey sorts of plaid check striping. It says it's 3 yards and 62 inches wide, but when I measured it, it was only 61. And I believe the 3 yards was right. So again, another camisole skirt, and maybe one with a suit jacket, or maybe not. I don't know. I feel like a plain brown wool suit jacket would be a lot easier for me to wear than a green checked one. And I feel like that would look alright together, but we shall see. And then a very obviously very synthetic, slippery, slinky, probably rayon type of shenaniganry here. And I've got what I'm going to say is probably somewhere around a yard. And I'm going to make, I might make a slip out of this one, or I don't know, I don't even think I could actually get a slip. Maybe I could, maybe a short slip. We'll see. Or I might make a bra and like tap pant style panties. I know that they started being called tap pants in like the 30s, but were they called tap pants in the 20s? I don't even remember. Yeah. And then I also just realized that these two got mixed in with that. We have some lovely lime green with white teapots. That's just, my brain just stopped working when I saw it and I needed to buy it. It's cute. It's probably going to become a project bag when my sewing machine is back up. And then we have some black felt. I kind of want to say that I doubt that this is wool felt, but also there's like so much of it. I will probably be doing a burn test here on it soon. This and this were very recent additions, like last week before last. So yeah, that is all of the fabrics that I have got since the last time I showed you my fabrics. Yeah, and some plans and some ideas. And maybe I will talk a little bit more in the 1920s fashion project video about more specifics and stuff. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day!